Thanks, Asaph.
Sure.
What song was that?
Everyone.
That's Kenny Rogers' Lady.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Valentine's Day. That's
Okay.
Nice. Well, happy early Valentine's Day, but most of all, happy
Friday the 13th.
What? So if you're unlucky with love this Saturday, it is Friday the 13th, maybe that'll counteract that.
Yeah, maybe.
With
but,
Noelle's loving events. Loving events.
I have loving events later. Yeah.
Yes.
But hello, welcome to Wake Up Missoula. I am Noelle McBoy.
And I'm Scott Ramp.
And it's Friday, and we've got your weather for today. It's supposed to be beautiful.
Yes.
What's it looking like, Scott?
Well, it's going to look mostly sunny tonight. Mm-hmm. Yep. And it is currently 32 degrees outside. It was a nice morning. There's definitely a beautiful sunrise coming up, already out there. Partly cloudy tonight. Saturday it's gonna rain, 40% chance. By Sunday you can expect rain and snow finally. So
Finally.
by next weekend for you guys who are up into skiing and snowboarding, it'll be great because you might be getting fresh powder. But unfortunately, it might happen a little too late during the school work week. So yeah, sorry about that. But like I said, there hasn't been much snow. It's been warm, but all the snow has been basically melting.
It's been really warm. And so your snow update is there is 0 new inches of snow on any of the mountains nearby. And it looks like, I'm not exactly sure. Okay, so Disco, they've got 42 inches on the bottom and 53 inches on top. Lookout has got 31 inches on the bottom, 54 inches on top. Lost Trail's got 50 inches on the bottom, 70 inches on top. Snowball has got 39 inches on bottom and 74 inches on top. And then Whitefish has got 77 inches on bottom and on top, and none of the mountains have new snow. Yeah, so it's been too warm.
Yes. And now we have trending videos. So I'm going to go wide and I'm going to talk about it as we're showing this. And this is a high-speed chase. Everyone likes watching high-speed chases, and it ends like it always ends. There's always some kind of car accident. But the twist on it is that this lady goes crazy.
What?
She starts beating up the guy who is in this car chase, and they hold him back. And like while they're commentating and all this,
What's that lady doing on the ground?
that's one of their kids is on the ground.
Oh. Is he hurt?
I don't know. Like they're just.
Holy cow. So is that the guy that was in the car chase?
Yeah, and now the police show up.
And they're just beating him up.
Yeah, a basic citizen's arrest.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's crazy.
That's super intense. And then the kid's just like, ah!
Yeah, so
What was that kid doing?
and the text is woman in minivan stops high-speed chase in Dallas.
Damn.
And they considered her a mama bear.
Wow, that's intense.
And of course, on a more lighter note, this is Family Feud. They always have they are supposed to come up with the best answer out of 100 surveyed people, and this is one of the answers to one of the questions. And I'll let it.
Scott loves it.
This is so funny. So here is a little taste of Family Feud.
Point values are double. We got top 7 answers on the board. Name something a doctor might pull out of a person. Darcy.
A gerbil.
Yeah.
Steve Harvey's face.
What did she say? I couldn't hear it.
She said a gerbil.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes, and the other things that are trending online right now is Drake is dropping a new album.
Oh wait, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, David Carr from the journalist.
R.I.P.
Yep.
He died.
Yeah, he died. He just dropped down dead at work.
He fell from exhaustion. Yeah, I like David Carr. He's pretty smart.
He was 58.
Yeah, I'm pretty up. Journalistic loss.
Yeah.
Poor thing. Yeah.
Well, if you want to learn more information about Wake Up Missoula and all our wackiness, you can log on to wakeupmissoula.wix.com/wakeupmissoula. You can find us online, pretty much find us anywhere. You can follow us on Twitter. I'll tweet you back. You can like us on Facebook. And don't forget to like our channel, Missoula Community Access Television, on Facebook, as well as log it on to our very own website, mcat.org, where we're having this fabulous MCAT film camp coming up this summer for kids aged 9 to 13 years old, but of course, we're willing to make exceptions for some 14-year-olds. Last year, we had a 16-year-old come on, and it's just like, can I help you?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. A lot of times
They're pretty fun.
Yeah.
I like them. I'm excited.
We make them work.
Yeah, they're fun. I'm very excited this year.
It's going to be a good year.
And we're going to go to Raptors of the Rockies,
We're going to go to Raptors of the Rocky for our first film
so
camp
fun.
in June. I think it's the third week of June is when we'll be going there. We're going all the way up to see Kate Davis and her birds of prey, owls, eagles, falcons.
All those crazy
birds that attack your cats.
Oh, yeah. Sweet.
Yep.
I'm excited for that. Where is Raptors of the Rockies?
Raptors of the Rocky is out of Stevensville.
Okay.
So if you go to Stevensville, it's like you're going downtown, but instead you take you take a left. It's like you're going down to like the Daily Mansion, then you take your first left, and you go on a kind of like a path with a bunch of farms left and right.
Okay,
and you'll see a wooden owl at the end next to their mailbox, and that's Raptors of the Rocky. You can't miss it. Cool. And if you want to know more information, you can look them up at you go in the search engine Raptors of the Rocky. It's pretty simple. And it's been in the Missoula magazine that I don't think exists anymore. But we've done so many videos with them in the 90s, especially when MCAT was in its incarnation over about 25 years ago. So MCAT will be celebrating its 25th anniversary in April 22nd or 23rd.
I think it's 22nd. It's that Wednesday.
So everybody watching is invited. Anybody and the people who aren't watching are not invited. So.
If you're not watching, I guess you're invited.
I suppose.
But you're not even going to know about it.
I'm not even know about it because it's our 25th anniversary. We're celebrating 25 years of local programming made by people like you for people
not
like you
at all.
Yep.
Yeah, it's great.
And a bunch of government programming. And speaking of government, it was a State of the Community address, and we had umpteen amount of people. We had the county commissioner, Bill Carey. We had Royce Engstrom, and of course we had our very own Mayor John Engen speaking on behalf of the water acquisition. So this is their State of the Community address.
Coupled with this growth policy effort is the pending Industrial Lands Needs Assessment Report, which will help us evaluate our existing industrial infrastructure and outline a process for ensuring that future economic development will occur in a time, place, and manner that works best for us. This report is a collaborative project with the county.
And this network security certificate is available to students of any major, so it's something that they can add on top of any other major that they take at the university. And it prepares students by educating them in topics like business continuity, contingency planning, data integrity, investigation, computer forensics, and system recovery from disasters.
I would be irresponsible if I weren't engaged with all my energy in trying to purchase mountain water for future generations of the city of Missoula. The water company is for sale. It is for sale to someone who does not care a lick about Missoula, Montana, or its ratepayers, and we need to purchase this company so that we have control over that system, over that resource, and over rates for a very long time.
Yep, and that is happening Sunday from 5 to 8 p.m. on our Civic Channel 190. That's where we do a lot of our MCTAC videos and our school board, city council, all official videos that give Missoula Community Access Television our credibility in the government's eyes. Well, then there's us.
Yeah.
Where we just talk about
stuff and laugh a lot.
And gerbils.
Yeah.
Yes.
So funny. That's funny.
But before we move on to Noelle's events, I have a arts video by Rick featuring in the Gallery of Visual Arts at the School of Art, University of Montana Social Science Building. So if you're there, check out all this art at the Social Science Building. It's Friday the 13th, and if you don't have a date for Valentine's Day, go to the art gallery and hang out and look at some art. Maybe you might meet that girl at the art gallery. Who knows?
Yeah.
Just got to get out there. Here it is. And here is some of the art at that art gallery at the Social Science Building at the University of Montana. Here you go.
Right now, and over the past summer we've had many of them, so many that I can't keep track. And during these camps we've had groups making movies all day long. It's a really great thing, and you can sign your child up today. The thing is, MCAT camps are amazing and fun, and everyone loves them. So if you're thinking of camps to put your child in this summer to get them away from you, choose MCAT, because we know what we're doing, I think. And everything is just spectacular. Here I am, cat. Here I am, cat. Everything is cool. Here I am, cat. Here I am, cat. Everything is cool with a K.
Oh,
Hey,
wrong camera. And you can sign up for that camp today. Yeah. We have 3 camps. One is the wildlife camp in the very beginning to learn. Well, it's mostly about introduction, and we make videos. The second one is animation, where you step animation, whiteboard, claymation, Legos, a bunch of fun stuff.
Yeah,
and
it
the
is
final
fun.
one is movie making camp, where we all come together and we teach the kids about teamwork to make one really good movie. And I will show you a taste of that video maybe a little bit later if we have enough time.
Oh yeah. But another quick announcement is at the end of this month is our 1 year at Wake Up Missoula.
I know, 1 year anniversry
1 year.
Wake Up.
When was our first show?
Our first show was March 3rd,
Okay, was our very first live
2014.
show. Oh my god,
And
the day of that crazy.
And I wrote it down on our calendar, and it falls on a Wednesday. It actually falls on a Tuesday, the day after March 2nd. So March 2nd will be our day to celebrate. We'll just celebrate a day early.
Yeah, 1
It's better-
years.
Mhm.
I almost said 100 years. Oh wow.
Whoa. We're not that old.
But I've got events for you guys. So starting today at 8:30. It started at 8:30 this morning. It's in the camera's there.
It's your camera now.
I used to talk to that one. So it started at 8:30 this morning. It's in the Missoula County Courthouse Rotunda. They're gonna have a Valentine's Day bake sale and raffle from 8:30 to 3. So they're gonna have baked goods, flowers, stuffed animals, fruit, 50-50 tickets, and they're also gonna raffle off several baskets. So yeah, that'll be good. That's at Missoula County Courthouse Rotunda today, starting at 8:30 until 3. The Missoula Family YMCA, they've got their family fun time where they have bounce houses, indoor tricycle riding track, tumbling mats, softy hockey, scooters, and much more. They also have tables and chairs for parents to sit in and chat. It's free with your membership and $17 per family without. Missoula Public Library's got their Tiny Tales. This is for ages birth to 36 months. And they are going to sing songs, learn finger plays, nursery rhymes, and hear stories. It's usually held downstairs in the large meeting room at the library. So at the Learning Center at Red Willow, they've got a class called Learning from Your Life, Writing for Resilience. It's $145 for the 13th week course. It goes from 5-week course, sorry. It goes from February 13th to March 13th from 11 to 1. So it's going to be focused on you and your writing and how you can get through your problems through writing, as well as like reflecting on your life. And the teacher, Joyce Hawker, will lead you through all of that. Children's Museum of Missoula, they've got Invisible Ink Valentines. That starts at 11 today. There you can make, Valentines with invisible ink. Who doesn't love that? It's sweet, yeah. Spectrum Discovery area, for their Discovery Bench, they've got Nano. Brain Lab is Fruit Fly Fun, and they're open from 11 to 4. So the Big Sky Film Fest, the first event today is short film distribution. That'll be in the Holiday Inn in the Glacier Room, starting at 10 a.m. It's going to be a panel with Paige Williams, Brian Newman, and the moderator is going to be Denny Staggs. And starting at the Wilma at 10 a.m. Is the interactive documentaries at the Missoula Art Museum. That's going to go until about 4. And then Schoolhouse Shorts will come at the Wilma at 4 p.m. And so they're showing 3 movies for Schoolhouse Shorts. The first one is called Slow Season. And it's 6 minutes long. And it's about how the effects of the BP Deepwater Horizon oil spill linger in Louisiana's bayou country. And a way of life begins to slip away for a crab fisherman and his sons. So that's going to be pretty sweet. And then the second one is On Beauty. It is 31 minutes, and it follows former fashion photographer Rick Guidiotti as he uses his lens to challenge convention and redefine beauty with the help of 2 extraordinary women. I know. And then the last one is Luchadora, and it's Luna Magica. She's a professional lucha libre wrestling star in Mexico, who dreams of becoming world wrestling champion while fighting to make ends meet as a single mom in Mexico City. So I've got the trailer for you guys. Well, first, check out this awesome photo. She's the one in the black, right? Yeah. Okay, and then I have the trailer. So, here it is.
Bien, señoras y señores, sean ustedes bienvenidos a este escenario, la Arena Coliseo de Perú 77. El saludo cordial para todos los amigos que nos siguen a través de Canal 52 MX.
Hasta la fecha entro a la Arena México y siento una sensación así como de nervios y todavía siento ese cosquilleo, ¿no? Yo digo que el día que lo deje de sentir, ese día, no sé, se acaba toda la emoción que siento por dentro.
¡Ay, no! ¡Una mágica! 2, 3, cadena 3 y el triunfo es para las técnicas. ¡Hay nuevas! ¡Me pongo de pie! ¡Nuevas!
Todavía me faltan metas por cumplir porque fui campeona de parejas, pero yo quiero el campeonato mundial. Casi siempre pues he estado sola, ¿no? Con mi hija y así, ¿no? Yo me sentaba a comer en la mesa y a pesar de que pues estaba mi hija, yo sí me sentía así como que algo me falta, ¿no? Mi ilusión más grande es volver a ver a mi hijo. Pues ojalá y Dios toque su corazón de mi ex esposo y me permita un día verlo, ¿no? Tengo 4 años que ya no lo veo.
Yep, there it was.
Yeah, so that'll be at the Wilma starting at 4 p.m. along with those 2 other movies I talked about earlier. So, Up next, we've got face painting at the Children's Museum of Missoula, starting at 3:30 until 4:30. And then the MCT is having this really cool event. It's called Acrotainment. It's a fantastic experience in acrobatic theater. So they've got about 90 youth and adult athletes and artists, and it incorporates gymnastics, aerobics, dance, trampoline, theater, and more. Shows are Friday, 4 to 7, and then tomorrow, 3 and 6:30. And tickets are $16, except for the Friday show at 4 p.m. Those tickets are half price with a donation of a non-perishable food item. Nice. Yeah. Zootown Arts Community Center, they've got their gallery opening, Last Best Print Fest. It starts at 5:30 tonight. And it's an art opening that displays the artwork of 40 participating Montana printmakers. And all the featured artwork will be silent auctioned from February 6th to February 28th. And so they've got their grand opening today, February 13th at 5:30. And at 5:30, they also have a silk screening night. So you can just come by with whatever you want, paper or a tote bag or a shirt or something, and they'll silk screen it for you, and you just throw some change in the donation jar. No registration necessary, just go by there. Union Club has got traditional Irish music starting at 6 p.m. And the Union Club also has Zeppo Montana. They'll be there at 9 p.m. And then at Monk's, it's going to be California I Love the 90s Dre Day. So it's going to be their I Love the 90s party, of course. And then it's going to be Dr. Dre, all the 90s rap. Yeah, so that's $3 cover, starts at 9. You have to be 21 and older to go. And then 20 grand is going to be at the Top Hat Lounge starting at 10 p.m. and that's free. Now up next, I've got all the Saturday love events. Oh. So tomorrow is Valentine's Day. I hope that you all have a lovely day. Or if you don't want to have a good day on that day because you hate love, then that's fine too. Whatever. So, yeah. Boo to you. So at Spectrum Discovery Area, their Discovery Bench is Heart Dissections and their Brain Lab is Brains and Love. So that'll be from 10 until about 4, I think, probably about 3. Water Lilies is having their Valentine's Day Love Fair starting at 11 a.m. They're going to have 5 people doing tarot readings for you and your spouse or girlfriend/boyfriend. Or if you don't have anyone, you can come in and get a reading anyway to see what's up in your near future of love. Yeah, so that'll be at Water Lilies from 11 to 5. And you guys can't see Scott, but he's just cracking up because he just loves all of this.
I love it all.
He just can't wait to do every single one of
I can't wait to do every single one of them. Okay, I'm gonna switch the camera to myself because it's like, if it was legal, I'd marry myself. Anyways.
You would.
Yeah, I would. No, I'm serious. I actually would.
Yeah, he's not kidding.
Because you can get tax benefits. Like you and your partner, me and myself, and then you can get like in tax returns you almost get like double. Anyways.
Cool. Okay, yeah, anyway. So, at Ruby's Inn and Convention Center out on Reserve Street, they're doing an MRBA Ruby's Valentine's Day Bluegrass Jam. Mm-hmm. So, it's just a jam. It's open to players of all levels. There's an instructor-led slow pitch jam from 2:30 to 3:30, and then for those that are new to jamming with others.
And where's this happening?
Ruby's Inn and Convention Center on Reserve.
Wow.
Yeah. There's a Valentine's Day Family Bash. Starts at 3 p.m. at the Fairgrounds Harm Arts Building. Free admission, donations are accepted. They have carnival games, face painting, music, dancing, light refreshments, raffle, and a proclamation by Mayor Engen. And then they said they're going to have fun too.
Yeah.
So it starts at 2. They break at 6 for a potluck dinner, and they continue playing on into the night. Oh, often to the wee hours of Sunday morning.
Jeez.
So that Family Bash is partying.
It's a rave. It's a family rave.
It's a family rave. Even
Okay, so
Engen's gonna be there.
All I can say is like congratulations, Fairgrounds, to actually doing something that doesn't involve the Western Montana State Fair. Just saying. Actually doing something with your fairgrounds besides hockey.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
We would like
we
to use
thank
it.
you
We
for
thank
your
you.
services.
So there's a Valentine's Day date night with George Carlton. At 4 p.m. he'll be at 10 Spoon Vineyard and Winery. And so yeah, just go out there and you enjoy glasses or flights of wine paired with homemade chocolates. Oh. and by a local chocolatier. They're gonna have antipasto plates by Biga Pizza and live music. Call ahead to reserve chocolates and antipasto plates as supplies are limited.
I really like the anti-pasto because it's like antimatter of pasta.
Yeah, is it pasta? No,
it is pasta, isn't it?
It's not.
Oh.
No, the little crackers and cheese.
The little cracker? They're anti-crackers?
Yeah, they're like, I don't know.
So the opposite of crackers is pasto, but it's an anti-pasto.
Yeah,
so
not
therefore
even
it's a
right.
cracker.
Yeah.
Think about it.
So crazy.
It's so crazy.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah. So 549-8703. At 4 p.m. tomorrow is called Kiss Me in Missoula. So it's by Socati Photography. On Valentine's Day between 2 and 7, you can go down to their photography studio and they'll take pictures of you kissing with your couple. With your loved one or your friend. Yeah. And so it's between 2 to 7 for a free kissing picture and a chance to win a dinner for 2 at the Pearl Cafe.
That is really cute.
Yeah.
That is really adorable. And you get a free dinner at Pearl, and that's like Pearl's like the most expensive place here.
Ever. Yeah. The Daily Mansion is having an evening of wine and roses.
I was hoping you would say it like that.
Yeah. So you can bring your sweetheart or gather a group of friends to attend an evening of wine and roses. Whoops. I kind of got a little
premature scrolling.
Yeah, I got a little ahead of myself. But so it starts with a wine tasting at 5:30 to 6:30, and then there will be music and dancing to 3-Year Dog. They'll have heavy hors d'oeuvres. No.
Keep going. Just keep going. Push through the pain.
They have heavy doors, no host bar, raffle, games, prizes, roses for sale, and photos are all available to round out the evening. That sounds fun.
Yeah. I was gonna say something, but
what were you gonna say?
I was like, I saw the no host bar. And
Yeah. Okay, so the heart activating love songs with Joey Rambo. That's at 6 p.m. at the Ranch Club. So you can bring your honey to the Ranch Club to enjoy a 3-course dinner and be serenaded with heart activating love songs. He's gonna be playing the Celtic harp, guitar, and ukulele. Okay, I didn't know. Okay, cool. So RSV only, 532-1000. So 532-1000.
And it's RSVP only.
Only. VIP only. The Top Hat Lounge is having the Mondial. Starts at 7 p.m. You can bring someone special down the Top Hat Lounge and enjoy over 2 hours of jazz and probably some food. So it's all ages and there's a free show. Downtown Dance Collective has got their Valentine's Day tango dance starting at 8 p.m. Since tango is the quintessential dance of love, they're going to put this on. You have to wear red. You don't have to have a partner, but I'm sure you'll find someone there. So it's $8 or 8 p.m. is all levels dance lesson. And then 9 p.m. to midnight is a social dance with potluck food and refreshments. $10 per person or $16 per couple. And then for some more music, Mudslide Charlie is going to be at the Union Club at 9 p.m. tomorrow. And the Josh Farmer Band is going to be at the Top Hat Lounge at 9:30. So that's what's going on for today and tomorrow, your love events.
Yeah, and you know that there's probably going to be serving some Valentine's themed alcohol going on tonight.
Sure
so be
will.
safe and don't make a fool of yourself because it is Valentine's Day. And you can see yourself starting off the day. It's like, yeah, this is pretty cool. Take your picture of you two kissing, and then just all goes downhill from there. You know? You start eating all this food from all the 3-course meals, and then you drink all the pink vodka or whatever.
What?
And then you're just like,
fitting in your dress anymore. Yeah, and then you end up puking all over his soup.
Because you eat all that food, then you go tango dancing.
Yeah.
You're just mixing everything up.
And then after you tango dance, you try to get more egg rolls from the food truck outside. And then you just puke on him, and then it ends up in a fight, and you guys have to get on the bus.
And then you basically say, "Oh, so much."
We're gonna get married. And then they get married like a couple years later and have a couple kids.
Yeah. Because that they get married because they have a couple kids from Valentine's Day. Well, I'm gonna let Noelle. Oh, it's pretty loud. I'm gonna let Noelle introduce the next art clip.
Oh, okay. Well, everyone, we have an art clip by Rick Phillips. I always love his art clips. This is from the Gallery of Visual Arts, School of Art in the Social Science Building. And here it is. Videos. They're so awesome.
So, Noelle, can you hear me?
Yes, Scott. Yes.
Could I get a motion to start city council?
Yes, I give you a motion to start city council. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Thank you, Asa.
It's unanimously decided that we're going to start city council report.
As long as you do a proclamation. I proclaim that at this hour of 8:33, it is city council hour.
And of course, the only one I'm going to talk about is
I thought it was fun.
Public safety and health. Exceptionally, I don't know, that's the word I just said. But most of all, I'm going to talk all about ordinance number 3530, the Pawn Brokers Ordinance. And of course, they're still arguing about whether or not this is going to be a breach in privacy for people who pawn items versus a resource for police to use to catch people who stole your property and sold them at the pawn shop. So basically, it's one side is good, one side is good, one side is bad, one side is bad. And so far, this has been implemented. Technically, Lead Online. A lot of pawn shops do Leads Online, and Leads Online is a for-profit organization that works with police officers from around the nation to put names, faces, and the items that they sold at the pawn shops. But of course, a lot of discrepancy is about like privacy issues. You know, like you put your information in a computer, people hack it, and there have been so many things. Because all people really need is your name,
credit card,
an ID. They can create a credit card basically from your name, a picture, and date of birth.
Yeah.
All they really need is a date of birth and your name. And they can go up from there. But a lot of times, you just got to be on top of things and know exactly, because there's a guy with the same name as me who apparently has like a misdemeanor or felony in Oregon, so I have to be very careful about going to Oregon and being pulled over by the police.
That happened to one of my friends. That totally happened to one of my friends. These cops like came into work and like her work and tried to arrest her because they said that she had like 6 DUIs. And they're like, let me see your tattoos. And like, it wasn't her.
Right.
She's like, what are you talking about?
Well, she better not get tattoos then.
Oh, actually, she's head to toe on tattoos.
Oh, jeez.
That's why I was like, which one are you going to look at?
Right. So moving on to the Public Safety and Health Ordinance. And this is Jason Weiner giving a little opening and some information about the revisiting the Pawn Brokers Ordinance. Here's Jason Weiner.
Basically, after our discussion last week, I kind of left with the feeling that there's a requirement that certain kinds of information be recorded. There is not a state law that requires that certain information be reported. That's a function of our ordinance, and it's up to us to decide what that should be. I don't think that it should be mandatory that the identity information of each person who has pawned something be transmitted with the property information concerning the item itself. If there is I do think it's important that the information about identity be retained so it can be inspected if stolen property is discovered or if an individual is connected to stolen property.
Okay. And that kind of gives a little more background on what's going on with that. Moving on, Jordan Hess responds to the information that is required versus the information given on property that is pawned via information from leads online for the use of returning property, but still making it harder to track a person who may have pawned stolen property. So a lot of ways they're trying to, this ordinance, they're trying to kind of like bring it back just a little bit to protect a lot more privacy, which isn't bad, but at the same time it would hinder the process a little more. But this is what Jordan Hess had to say.
And I know that the state law does not, basically says that this is public information, but I think that as a matter of practice, we should not be taking that information and requiring it to be put into a system that does have these potential pitfalls. So I appreciate Jason's intent. I think that there's, if I'm understanding it correctly and if I'm understanding the department's concerns correctly, I think that there's a way to, and it might require several meetings to figure it out, but I think there's a way to collect the article information, make that searchable. You enter a serial number of an item that's stolen and it shows up that it was pawned at so-and-so's location, and then that gets the process rolling to recover that item without compromising the personal information. So I'm getting long-winded here, but I like the direction that this is going.
All right. Cool. So of course, Assistant Chief Scott Hoffman once again, and he was the one who talked about it last time about clarifying about the information that would be given, and it wouldn't be necessarily intense private information, but information enough for people to find the stolen items, to find the people who stole the items and pawned it. So he just want the basic principle, the basic what he's trying to say is this is what he's basically trying to say. I'll let him talk for himself. So here is Scott Hoffman.
So right now, anybody can go into a pawn shop and ask to look at the register, and they're allowed to look at everybody that's pawned something, everybody that has their name, address, date of birth, whatever they put on their register. All we're asking for is the register being transmitted to us, and they don't have to have the date of birth on it. We ask for, now state law says the name has to be on there. We ask, in addition to that, an address for the person, so it helps us find them. And we ask for a description of the person so that we know if it's that person that's actually doing the pawning, and an ID number. That's all of the additional information that we ask. We don't ask for a date of birth. We don't ask for a social security number. Never have. So you're right that it's putting that information out there, but we're law enforcement, and that's the only purpose that we have. We don't share this information with anybody. We don't post it. We don't, you have a more of a right to go see this than what we're asking for. So I just wanted to clarify that real quick.
Yes, and just to clarify, to sign up for Leads Online, you have to be a police officer, and you have to have a badge number to go along with sign up for Leads Online, which is this information would be provided to. And of course, the pawn brokers already record this information, either it's handwritten or in their personal business computer. But all the police is asking for is the near basic who, what it was, and where they are.
Yeah, which that makes sense totally. But the only thing is you can go in and check out a register, but
you have to have their permission. You have to have
but it's not like they're writing everything down. Whereas if they hack into a computer online, it's all right there, and they can just write it without anyone knowing.
But there is also another solution hidden in all of this Pawn Brokers Ordinance that a couple of the pawn shop owners and people alike in the industry would agree on, and that would be hot sheets. And according to Jeremy Watterson, he's with Alder Pawn, he talks about letting the he basically talks about the pawn brokers in Missoula, or in general, if you wish, to be more proactive in the search and return of stolen property. And this is what he had to say.
I think, since 1969 that pawn shops in Missoula have been reporting. They're saying they've never seen it happen before where administrative warrant has been served and there's been some ballyhoo. So I don't anticipate that being an issue at all. If it is going to be language in the ordinance that it is an assurance that we will turn that information over, I would request that there is an assurance that hot sheets are turned over to us so that we could do our job the best that we can in not writing loans on stolen stuff. Also, I don't know what the 10th Circuit Court thing is, but it's my understanding that police in America have what's called warrantless inspection of commercial premises, which I believe is in, butts up against the electronic stop and frisk nature of Leeds Online reporting, but warrantless inspection of commercial premises, the building, the register, everything that the state already says that we have to record is entirely open. So I don't anticipate that being an issue.
Okay. So that's basically what I say about this. He wants to be helpful, but he also wants to be. It's a lot easier to report stolen items if they already know the item is stolen when they get them to the pawn shops, which makes sense. It allows the pawn shop owner to be more proactive and be able to contact the police. Because it's always good to know when there's a red flag showing up. Because a lot of times when you go into the pawn shop and selling stuff, it's like you really can't tell whether the person is there with criminal intent of selling stolen property or not. And this, while they investigate, so this is Erica Hughes. She's co-owner of Riverside Pawn and Cash Reserve. She made a good point last week, and this is what her point this week is.
The process that's in place now, as I understand it, is when they do get a hit on something that's been reported stolen, they have to make they make a presence at our stores to serve the administrative warrant. Any personally identifiable information could be given to them at that time, which we are all certainly aware of is a matter of state law and has never, to my knowledge, ever been contested in our almost 20 years in the industry.
So basically what she's saying is that if the information in a warrant for the stolen item is already asked for, they already give you the information. I mean, and she's just restating this, but a lot of the point of Lead Online is to make it easier for police to find it. And there was the mention towards the end is that the pawn brokers want to work with the police as much as they can, and they like the communication and the hot sheets and all that stuff. And then this is John Wilkins, and he tells a story about one of his items. An item from him was stolen not too long ago, and he didn't get restitution for until 2 years later. But this is his story.
A bunch of tools stolen out of my Jeep, and I don't know how the pawn shop found out, but they found out about it. In the long run, I did get restitution about 2 years later, and the gentleman that stole the tools within the system got out of the system, went back to the system, so it's a lot of people that do that seem to be in that system somehow and keep doing it. So I appreciate when stolen things are found, restitution is made, even though it might take a heck of a long time to get it made. And I also was appreciative of all the officers that were involved in that.
So in conclusion, the city will have further discussion on the official ordinance will be brought to the city council will be in the next month. So a couple weeks from now, they'll talk a little bit more about it with the hot sheets. The hot sheets are going to be one of the main topics in the next one. A lot of the pawn brokers have been talking about is like, we need hot sheets. We need to know what items are stolen so we can tag the items and get the person's information, and then with due process, get them arrested for stealing stuff. But of course, that was the conclusion of Public Safety and Health. Of course, I'm just going to talk quickly through the two other ones, and it's Parks and Conservation. Chris Boza, speaking on the Urban Forest Management Plan. Chris talks to people in meetings held at the Southgate Mall conference room, and what was brought to his attention was something that he never really thought of, and those are the alley trees. Because you gotta, when you're walking down the alley and you just feel that cold chill down your spine, you look in the corner, it's an alley tree. And he says that the cause of these alley trees, of course, like with any tree, like you have flying seeds that get planted in the alleyways because, some parts that aren't paved, trees grow. And also there's squirrely little squirrels running around.
So squirrely little squirrels.
They're burying their nuts for the season, but unfortunately it grows.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep, so that's one thing that they were talking about. They are also taking soil samples to compare with current data from these trees. They're also working on strategies for providing a tree kit for people who wish to plant trees in their neighborhoods.
Cute.
But of course, you can't just plant a tree. You have to go to the city and request a tree if you live in the city limits, of course, or anywhere. A lot of times you have to have a request if you're going to put a tree. But if it's in your property in that area, of course you could put a tree like right in the middle.
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute.
But a lot of times there's always an issue with trees. Trees are always an issue, especially with your neighbors.
Yeah.
Because if you have a tree that grows over like your neighbor's property line, forget about it. You know they're going to complain. There's going to be some complaint
which is
in the
weird,
future or something, because all it takes is just a branch over a house to fall, boom. And a lot of the trees are old. So
and heavy. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then the next one is the admin and finance. So administration and finance. Jenny Daniels stopped by to talk about the federal grant awarded Missoula for First Step Resource Center, which basically means it's the city awarded The city was awarded $300,000 in federal money from the United States federal government, entitled Grants to Encourage Arrest Policies, Enforcement of Protection Orders Programs. This award stipulates that the First Step provides 10,260 hours of on-call forensic nurses, and these are for sexual assault exams. So if you were sexually assaulted, and they have these nurses on call all the time, then that way you can when you get rushed to the hospital, they do an exam, boom, just like that. Because apparently, because of this meeting, I learned that we were severely understaffed when it came to this. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it's nice to know that we're getting a little, because of this, we're getting more proactive and more hours in the, of course, in the reactive sense of sexual assault awareness.
Yep.
So, there's still a lot going on. The Karma case.
Oh, yeah.
So the Karma case, 70 years he got into prison, and the other kid that was with the kid who was shot, he had to pay fines about $2,000 for burglary and all that stuff, because they were still breaking in. Yeah. But there's also, everyone was guilty in the end, in a way.
And what the judge said was pretty, well, I mean, I have no compassion for Karma, but so the judge was like, you weren't protecting your family, you went hunting, which is true. Yeah, it's true. But yeah, it's in the Missoulian this morning, so I'm sure you guys will all read it if you haven't read it already, and you'll hear it all over the news all day and the rest of the week, I'm sure. Yeah. Cool. But if you guys want to find out any more information about Wake Up Missoula, you can go on to wakeupmissoula.wix.com/wakeupmissoula. You can check out Wake Up Missoula on Twitter. You can check out Wake Up Missoula on Facebook, as well as Missoula Community Access Television on Facebook. You can also see MCAT's page on mcat.channel.wix.com/MCAT. And if you guys want to be on our show, just get a hold of us on Facebook or get a hold of us on MCAT's channel site.
There's literally 5 or 6 different ways to get a hold of us. You can contact us at 542-6228, calling us here at MCAT, which is 542-MCAT, or you can email us mcat@mcat.org. And have a wonderful time. Have you been on our show talking about your event, cause, or concert that's coming up.
Yep.
Great stuff.
Well, happy weekend, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day and Friday the 13th.
Right. I'm Scott Ramf.
And I'm Noelle McAvoy.
Thanks for watching Wake Up Missoula. Here's Asaph.